Hello, guys. We have been talking about businesses. We have been discussing about how to start a business, how to run a business, how to maintain your customers, how to make sure that you're doing good marketing when you start a business. We have been talking about business in a very deep way, and we have not been talking about the challenges that you're likely to face if you start a business. Because many people start a business, and within 2 months or 2 years, they have closed their business because they were not prepared to face any challenges. But today I want to prepare anyone who wants to start a business on some of the challenges that you will be likely to face when starting a business. So one of the challenges that you are likely to face when starting in a business is competition. Every business has its own competitors. Whether you're starting small or whether you're starting a large scale business, you will find competitors. There are already people who have already started that business. And I don't think in this world there's a business which is unique. Like there's no one who is doing that business anywhere in the world. So you find that competitors will always be there. If you start a Mayai business, you'll find that you'll always have your competitors next to you. So you need to be very prepared when you're starting a business, and that is one of the challenges that you'll face. You find that you'll have when you're starting a business, you're facing high competition, so you really need to be prepared for that. And then another challenge that you are likely to face when starting any business is high cost of materials. Whether you want to whether you have started a hardware business, a kinyozi, online writing, whichever the business you face, or whichever the business you start, you'll always find that the cost of materials to start that business are always high. So if you're not prepared in terms of capital, in terms of budget, you have not done a good budget, you find that you cannot even start that business. So that is one of the challenges that many people who start a business they face, and it is good to be always prepared in terms of financially, emotionally, socially, so that when you find high cost of materials, especially in the economy of Kenya in 2023, we are facing a very high economy. So you need to be prepared that the cost of materials go up with time. And then another challenge that many people face is regulatory compliance, where you find that there are people who don't have licenses and others people have licenses. So you find that when the inspectors come to look if your business has the legal permits to run that business, if you don't have the permits, you'll go to jail and they will force you to close your business. And sometimes it's not even the licenses, sometimes it's even where you have strategically located your business. You find that maybe you have set up your shop or your business premises in an area that is prohibited and you didn't know. So it is always good to do a research when you want to start a business, so that you don't find yourself in the wrong side of the law. So when it comes to licenses, do a research on which type of licenses you need, what are the regulatory compliances that you have to adhere when you're starting a business. So and you find that these are some of the things that make people to shut down their businesses. And then number 4 is technology changes, where you find that maybe you had started a kinyozi business and you're used to using a particular type of machine, and then technology has changed and there are new machines that are coming in the market, and you have to learn how to use these machines. Or even let's talk about marketing. When you want to market your business, maybe you were used to the regular customers maybe marketing your business for you, where you do a good service and then they tell another person, then another person spread the word, and then that is how you get customers. But you find that people are now going to social media. You have things like TikTok emerging, and you have to learn how to use the TikTok. You have to teach your clients, you have to teach your people who are working for you how to use this technology. And you find that this becomes a very big challenge, because sometimes you don't even have the know-how or the expertise to use this technology. So you find that this is something that many people or anyone who is starting a business is some of the things that they face as a challenge. And then another thing is economic downtowns. What do we mean by economic downtowns? This is where you find that maybe the economy of a certain country is going down. Maybe you were selling maize, and then you find that maybe a kilo you are selling it at 115 shillings. Then because the economy is not good, you find that you're selling that maize, that kilogram of maize at 100 shillings. So if you see that the prices of commodities go down, and if you had not prepared yourself, you find that you're making a lot of losses because you had not created a margin to make profit. And that also applies when you were selling a particular item at a fixed price. Let's say that the same kg of maize, you're selling it at 110 shillings, and then the economy goes up, you have to sell it at 150, and no one buys because they don't have money. So you find that you're making a lot of losses because most of your products are going bad because you don't have anyone to sell to. So those are some of the things that you will face when you're starting a business. So sometimes you should really, when you're starting a business, should expect some of this, be prepared for some of these things, and always have a plan B in case this happens. What will I do? Don't go starting a business with just a blind eye saying that everything will be good. Sometimes things don't turn out the way you want them to be. So it is really good to be prepared. So these are some of the challenges that you're likely to face when starting any business. And there are also many other challenges, but we have been only able to cover 5 of them. I hope you have learned a thing or two. If you have learned something, leave it in the comment section and I'll be sure to read it out. Make sure at the end of this video, you like, you comment, subscribe, share, and hit on the notification button so that every time I upload a new video, you can always be notified. And if you're interested in learning more about business management, and in that business management, that is where you learn about finances, how to manage your business, how to start, how to run it. You can enroll for a business management course at Finstock Evarsity College. This is an online college that offers short courses, certificate, diplomas, degrees at a very affordable rate. Visit their website at www.finstockevarsity.com or call them at 0703 313 722 or send them an email at info@finstockevarsity.com. Until next time, goodbye.